Hello and welcome to On the Bench LFC. In this one we are going to be talking about Liverpool v West Ham. It's the match build-up show. Obviously Liverpool are kicking off our Premier League season against them at Anfield. 1:30 kickoff on Sunday. I cannot wait for the season to start. I cannot wait to see our Reds play competitive football, and I'm sure every single one of you Liverpool fans are exactly the same. So thank you for joining me, everyone that's in the live chat. We've got a new, let's call it a new name for what we do now on this channel, and it's going to be LFC Your View, because on this channel, as you all know, your view counts, your view matters. It's about getting your guys' views out. So on these build-up shows, I will talk at the beginning about what I see, my starting 11s, my prediction, and then I will speak to you guys, get your views out there, because your views count just as much, if not more, than what mine does, because there's a hell of a lot more of you guys than there is me. I'm seeing you guys already putting your score predictions. Thank you so much. 4-0, 5-1. Love the confidence straight away. As always, if you are not watching it live but you're watching a replay back, leave a comment down below. Score prediction for this one. Let me know what your talking points are for this. With the players that we've got that may be missing this game through injury. Once we've spoke about all this, let me know your concerns. Let me know what you think coming into the game, basically. All right, let's get started. So Klopp has had his press conference speaking about this. Not only did he speak about Danny Ings obviously leaving, and he said we already miss him. He spoke about Fabinho, because there's a big talking point going into this one saying about Fabinho. Is he going to be available for West Ham? What's the situation there? Now, Klopp said he had a scan and it was clear, but he felt ill afterwards, so he was sent home again. So we still don't know whether Fabinho is going to be available against West Ham. I mean, hate that, because I would have loved to have seen Fabinho play. He hasn't been fully ruled out. As far as what I'm aware, guys, he hasn't been ruled out against West Ham, but we saw that he was going to be monitored or something over the next 48 hours. That was yesterday. Now Klopp's saying he's ill. So he's looking unlikely, like he may start this one. But obviously, we've got a couple of days left, haven't we? So we'll have to wait and see. But you can see my starting 11 prediction up on the screen at the moment. So that gives you guys something to look at, take in. Let me know whether that's what you guys are looking at for your 11 as well. But you can see that I've already not put Fabinho in there, because I think it's doubtful at this point in time. Also, Klopp was asked about John Henson, Trent, players like that. Are they going to be available? And Lovren. Klopp did say that Lovren is not available for this. Obviously, he's just joined the team because of his World Cup run. He spoke about Henson and he said he's full of power, and Jordan Henson's fitness levels are always he's a bit of an engine, isn't he, Jordan Henson? So he says you always have to think about him. But I don't think Henderson, with the fact that he's just joined the team as well, he's definitely claiming a starting 11 spot for this one. And he said that Trent is possible, basically, is what I took from what he was saying. So, yep, Trent maybe starts at right back against West Ham. I went with Klein, because there's a situation with the centre-backs. We don't know whether Gomez is going to be available. It looks like Clavan is probably not available. Lovren's definitely not available. So Phillips, young Nat Phillips, may get a start. So I've gone with Klein at right back, because I'm looking at his experience, and Klein, he may be a little bit more fitter than what Trent is at the moment. So I went with Klein at right back, but let me know what your views are. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Thank you for joining me. So that's why you see me put Klein there. But Trent is more than capable of playing at right back, for definite, guys, for definite. He definitely gives us something more going forwards, which we might actually need against West Ham as well. So yeah, Klopp was speaking about Gomez and Clavan. There's still a doubt. So of course, Nat Phillips, as I just said, he may get his first game, which would be huge for him. He had a very good pre-season. I think he deserves some game time this year. Would I have liked to see him thrown in the first game of the season? No, probably not. But will he do a job? Hopefully so, especially if he's got Van Dijk next to him, a quality goalkeeper like Alisson behind him. Hopefully he does the job for us. Klopp was also in his press conference asked about the gap between City and Liverpool, saying there was 25 points between us, and what have Liverpool got to do, basically. And he says we have to be more consistent. over the league, over the season. And he also joked about we need more luck as well, is what he heard, which we all know what he's talking about when he says that. We saw that Liverpool was one of the unluckiest, if not the unluckiest team, and that Manchester United, I think it was the luckiest. So if Liverpool got some of the decisions thrown their way, we would have finished runners up to Man City. So this year, first game of the season, 3 points would be lovely against West Ham. That is what I'm looking for every game. I've said it this year. I highly doubt, or I look at it that I don't see many teams being out to actually beat Liverpool throughout the season. So I'm looking for Liverpool to be more consistent, to get these victories, to get the 3 points, not drop points and get draws in these silly games that we've seen us do in the past. So that is what Klopp's basically touching on there, saying consistency is key. You know, I've also seen some other interviews that he's done recently where he spoke about some games. It's not just about Liverpool winning, you know, 1-5-0 game. It's more about winning 5-1-0 games. I agree with that. You know, it's not just about blitzing people all the time. It is about also winning these games where you're not playing the greatest football, but you're getting the victories, you're getting the 3 points. I want to see that myself this year from Liverpool. So we shall see about that. Obviously, he as well spoke, and he said we are like Rocky and not Drago, I think was his words, to do with, you know, Liverpool this year and City, that comparison. I thought that was funny. I'm a fan of the Rocky film, so I like that he said that. We know what Klopp's like by now. He's a very funny man, isn't he? So, yeah, that was kind of my summary of Klopp's press conference for the Liverpool-West Ham game. Not loads to shout about, but in the same time, it kind of gives us a bit of a clearer picture on a few players that won't be available. So I thought I'd speak about it. Shafiq's gone with a 4-0. Murtaza has gone with 4-1 Reds as well. So you guys are going with big score predictions. I went with a 3-1. So to start off with, I'm saying 3-1 to Liverpool. I would have liked to have said a clean sheet for Alisson, but Pellegrini is a great manager. They've made some good signings as well. Arnautovic has done well in pre-season from what I'm hearing, and I think he's a very good player. Not only just him, but other players that they've got as well. I think being the first game of the season, will there be nerves around some of the new boys in there? You're looking at the defensive situation that we've got as well. If Philip starts, could there be an error in the game? There may be. I'm not saying that there will be, but there could well be. So that's why I didn't go with a clean sheet for Liverpool. I don't want Liverpool to underestimate West Ham because I don't take them lightly at all. I think they're going to be a good team this year. I think they're more than capable of beating some of the top teams, but first game of the season, I hope that, and I think that Liverpool will just have too much for them. I see Liverpool starting this game fast, guys. I really do. Nathan's gone with a 5-2. Hunu's going with a 4-3. Matthew's gone 3-0. A clean sheet to start the season is important. I like that, Matthew. It will definitely give Alisson and the defenders a lot of confidence as well. Junior's 3-0 and Fidel a 6-2. Yes, I would like to see a clean sheet for that reason, but the reason I haven't gone with a clean sheet, like I say, is because of we don't know who is available with the defenders at the moment, guys. That's the only reason for me. Yeah. I don't want to see us take them lightly at all. I don't think we should. They've got a good squad. They've got a good team. But I want to see Liverpool come out in this game fast. Try and get a couple of early goals. If we could do that, we could rattle West Ham. First game of the season. They've got new players. They're going to be playing a different system. They're going to be playing different tactics. Why can't Liverpool blitz them early doors? Get a couple of goals and then try and, you know, ping the ball about a little bit. Frustrate them a bit, draw them out, and then finish the game off nicely. Get another goal or another 2 goals maybe in the second half. That's kind of how I would like to see this game go. If it was me anyway, Klopp spoke a lot recently about different players being at different levels with fitness. So I could very much see early substitutes in this game for Liverpool. Let the players do their job early on in the game and then bring them off and maybe go a little bit more defensively. If you look on the screen, what you can see right now, you can very much see that I've gone with 2 sitters in midfield. Now, the reason I've gone with that, I think if you see the arrows as well, Keita will push up a lot, but what I've seen in pre-season is when like the left back pushes up, Keita drops back in towards that deep role, and we see that he does push up advanced up the pitch a lot as well, but I see, especially if Genie does play the more of a sitting role and Shaqiri does get the start, then maybe we do go with 2 sitters in midfield. Of course, as well, if Henderson starts this one, you could see Henderson and Genie, or Henderson and Keita play that sit-in, and then Genie could be the more advanced role. Genie's been adding goals in pre-season. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him recently as well. Shaqiri's had a great start to his time at Liverpool. Is he fully fit, ready to be able to start against West Ham? Only Klopp and, you know, the coaches know that at this point in time, but I went with a midfield three of Keita, Genie and Shaqiri because, like I say, I would like to see a fast start. I think Shaqiri, he's looked good. I think he will be key to trying to open up West Ham in the first half, for definite for me. Genie has played this sitter more. I think if Genie wants to go from midfield, then he will go and Keita will sit a bit deeper. Shaqiri will push over a little bit and Genie will make that long run in behind. We saw it in pre-season. He did that to get the goal. I really like that. So that's what I'm seeing there. If Keita goes, Genie will sit there on his own. It will be triggers. We see a lot of trigger running is what I'm thinking in midfield. And that midfield three definitely gives that to you. Would I like to see Fabinho start this one? Of course, because I think he's that midfield destroyer that would definitely hold up, play well, and if Henderson is capable of playing this game, we know that Klopp will play him as the holder, as the sitter for this match. Klopp did say that he's looking powerful and he is fit, so he's always, you know, he is always in your mind as a player to be available for selection. So we will see on that one. But like I say, for this game, guys, it's very much, there's a few question marks over who will be available, who will start. We do know that Lovren's definitely not available according to Klopp. So he is one of the players that would be in the starting 11 that we will see won't start this game. And there's still question marks over the other players like Gomez. We don't know about who will be our midfield three for definite, obviously with Fabinho as well, for those that have just joined. He's ill. Klopp said the scan was okay, but he was ill, so he got sent home again afterwards, after the scan. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But like I say, I think Liverpool first game of the season, we need 3 points from this. We need to start good. We need to start strong. If we start fast, I can see us rattling West Ham. People are talking about we don't know what to expect from them. We don't know how they're going to set up. We don't know Pellegrini. We don't know what he's going to do with his new players. I think you could turn that on its head as well. They don't know how Liverpool are going to set up. There's question marks over how Liverpool are going to play. There's also question marks over who's going to start for us. We don't even know who's going to play. We don't know who's going to start. We don't know what the system will be, the formation or anything at the moment. And we Liverpool fans that have been watching us in pre-season. So they've got the headache. They've got the questions just as much as what we have, in my opinion. So everyone's in this similar boat. It's the first game of the season. No one knows who's going to start. No one knows what is going to happen during the game, but hopefully within the first 20 minutes Liverpool can start strong. What we've seen in pre-season so far is even when the game doesn't look like it's going Liverpool's way, the other team may have a bit of momentum during the game, Liverpool still find a way of scoring goals. So I'm hoping to see that against West Ham as well, if that was the case. I'm hoping that Liverpool do dominate them. I don't see West Ham being fully out-muscled and dominated in midfield, because I think they probably will pack the midfield, to be honest. They won't want to lose the midfield battle against Liverpool. I think they're going to try and not come at Liverpool. I don't think West Ham are going to play the first game of the season and really try and come at us, because I think that would be a mistake, because they're not going to want to lose the first game of the season at Anfield 5 or 6-0. They won't want that at all. They won't want to be embarrassed. There's a lot of talk about them doing really well this year. They're not going to want to, you know, have mud shoved in their face in the first game. So I see them being a little bit withheld to how we might see them play this year. Pack the midfield out a little bit. They've got the options to do that. But if Liverpool bide our time, if we see runners from deep, we can do that. We can definitely start fast, pull them apart, and get goals in this game, guys. I can't see why Liverpool can't score goals. I think we're going to see Bobby, Mane and Salah start up top. And we know what they're capable of doing. Keita, would love to see Keita getting involved on some of the attacks. We've seen him start in pre-season. We're now going to see him start in the Premier League and see what he's capable of. Like I say, I see him doing a bit more of a defensive role if Fabinho's not available, because Keita's very good defensively in that midfield. Genie can play that role if Shaqiri starts as well. Shaqiri is not going to play much of a defensive role. He can press well. We have seen it in pre-season, but he's not going to have the defensive duties, you know, going to be dropped on him. everyone has to defend as a team, but Keita will probably be the player that will be the little destroyer for Liverpool in this game. And Gini, like I say, he's done it. He's played this role before, and I think he's been tidy when doing it. So Keita might not be the most advanced of the midfield three, if that was the three that started, but I see him doing well in midfield in this game, guys, for definite. But we'll have to wait and see on Fabinho, for sure. Right, so my overall look, 3-1 to Liverpool. Could be more goals for Liverpool, could be less goals. It's the first game in the season, we shall see. But don't underestimate West Ham. At the same time, people saying that, you know, we don't know how they're going to play. They don't know how we're going to play it either. That's my look. Mystic says hello. Hello, Mystic. Now's the time that I'm going to get into the live chat and see what you guys are saying about this. Like I say, for those that haven't given me your score predictions, let me know what you think of the game score predictions. That will be good so that I can read it out for everyone to see as well. Who do you think will be man of the match? I want to see what people's man of the match predictions will be as well. Goal scorers, little things like that. Who do you think will score the first goal for Liverpool? I've already spoke to a few people today that said it would be lovely if Salah could start off with a couple of goals in this to start the way he finished the season last year. I think Sadio Mane will be up there with the goals of Salah this year. I really do, but let me know. Mystic says, sorry I'm late. My phone was dead. No problem whatsoever, my friend. This is going to be a scrappy 2-1, says Jeffrey. It could well be the case, Jeffrey. First game in the season, it could be that. We just don't know how it's going to pan out yet, do we? But I'm looking towards this game. I'm looking to the fact that Liverpool need to get 3 points to start off the season strong. Every game, I want to see 3 points this year, you know, of course we do. But it's there for the taking. West Ham, they're going to be good this year, no doubt about it. But first game of the season, why shouldn't Liverpool rattle them? Connor says Mane. Is that your man of the match prediction, my friend? And James says Mane for the first goal. Mane for the man of the match, says Moni. So a lot of people are looking at Mane to be the main man, basically, looking at this. Shaq for free kicks, says Tippy. Yeah, if Shaq plays a lot of games this year, which I highly do see him doing, then yeah, for definite. He looks like in pre-season he was lining up for the free kick, so he's got a really good free kick on him. So yeah, I see that for definite. Jeffrey says Salah to tear his Achilles in the 35 minutes. Well, Jeffrey, that's not very good for you to say that, is it really? So yeah, I'm not too sure you're a massive Liverpool fan, mate, saying that. Mohammed says Salah will score 31 goals with 12 assists this season. Yeah, Connor Haydaz man of the match will be Keita. Can't wait for Sunday now. I'm predicting a 3-0 win. Thank you so much, Connor, and good to see you in here today, my friend. Thomas says Twitter Daz. Thomas, what's on Twitter, my friend? Carry on giving me your predictions, guys. Let me just check this out. Let me just have a look. I think you're talking about number 5 on the shorts of Fabinho there, maybe. But obviously, I'm talking about Liverpool v West Ham, mate. So I'll continue. Sorry, Tom. Shaq to get the first goal. Mane for man of the match. Thank you so much, Monis, mate. So yeah, if Shaqiri gets the first goal in this game, that'd be fantastic. I would like to see him start off his Premier League debut with a goal. That'd be fantastic. Seeing Mane for man of the match again. Murtaza says, I want Shaqiri to be our free kick taker or Mo. Yeah, I would like to see Mo Salah take a few free kicks this year, obviously, and getting some goals with free kicks, because he can do that. He's got that in his locker, surely. Connor says, yeah, Connor. Matthew says, Daz, my only worry is that Arnautovic is dominant in the air, and neither Gomez/Phillips have proven to be proficient in the air, especially in terms of positioning. Matthew, I agree. This is what I'm saying. I never went with a clean sheet for my score prediction, because if Phillips starts, you know, it's first game in the season, first big game for Liverpool, I would say, for Phillips. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on him. There will be. He's been fantastic in pre-season. I hope to see him play a lot this year, cup competitions. But it is kind of throwing the lad in the deep end, isn't it, for us? So yeah, you know, Arnautovic is a strong player. He's very good, very gifted. West Ham do have very good players. So that's why I was saying that with the back line, I could see that they may be getting a goal, but I would like to see a clean sheet for Alisson and for the defence as well, for confidence, for sure. Red LFC's gone with a 5-0 prediction. Shib has gone with a 4-1 as well. Thank you so much, guys. Brady says, Daz, how did you become a Liverpool fan? Brady, my dad supported Liverpool. And yeah, basically, I picked the red team to win on TV. He was made up because obviously being a Liverpool supporter, and the rest is history, my friend. He taught me about the history of Liverpool Football Club, and I absolutely fell in love with them. And yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, Yazar says you're Neville clone. You're Neville clone to you as well, Yazar. Good to see you guys all joining me today. Junior says dad. It's everyone puts dad and says that dad's. It's so easy to do. It's the predictive stuff, isn't it? Gumit says sack playing Phillips. Gumit, he may be the only one that's fit enough to play. Gumit, mate. That's the bottom line with it. He's done well in pre-season. It may be the situation that we've got to play him. And it looks, on a serious note, if Phillips has to play in this game because he's the fittest one of it, then I back him and I hope that he does well, because, you know, yes, it's not the ideal world. The ideal world would be that Lovren was back and was fully fit, because Lovren and Van Dijk would be our main two centre-backs, wouldn't they, this year? That's the partnership that we want to see. And of course, as the season progresses, that will be the two that we will see a lot. But Phillips, you know, we've got this on our cards here where Gomez, we don't know whether he's going to be available. Clavan, obviously with the injury and stuff, he doesn't look like he's going to be available either. We don't know over Fabinho yet, because Klopp said the scan was okay, but he was ill, so he was sent home again afterwards. So there's still players, and there's still players with different levels of fitness as well. So we may actually be in this situation where Nat Phillips will have to start this game. So that's why I've gone with him as my predictive starting 11, because it's the first game of the season and not all the players are available. That's why I say that he might have to. It's not that I would like him to start this, because if Lovren was available, of course Lovren would be starting it. Junior says it's Allison, not Allison or something. What's that, my friend? What's that? I don't know what you're saying. Sorry, Junior. James says 2-0 Mane and Salah with Firmino and Keita assists. Thank you so much, James. Yazar 3-0 and Van Dijk will put hammers in place. That'd be perfect, mate. Hero says Shaqiri, man of the match. He can be more expressive in that position, and I think it will suit him. Yeah, Hero, definitely, mate. I think it will as well. I think if he played in that role that I put him there, I think he can get about. He can really get across from side to side as well. If you start him out on the right wing or start him out on the left wing, it limits him to that side of the pitch. You play him in behind the three with Bobby dropping deep sometimes. Shaqiri could get more advanced to Bobby, so you might see him pop up in behind them. I think we could see him really start to thrive in that role. So, you know, with the midfield options being a little bit limited as well, I think he's done enough to really say, look, Klopp, start me for this game. Just see what he can do. We don't know whether that's going to be the case. It's just my predictive 11. Evan says, Daz, do you think Firmino will start over Sturridge? Not sure Bobby's got enough match fitness to start, right? I'm thinking Klopp will reward Sturridge with a start against West Ham Fools. Evan, it could well be the case, mate. It could well. I think Sturridge has done fantastic in pre-season. I think scoring goals and getting assists. My only concern is, I think with Sturridge is, are Liverpool going to start Sturridge in the first game of the season and try and play him a lot? Or will Bobby maybe start this and then bring Sturridge on for the last half an hour? See if Bobby could start, try and get some early goals, like I say, rattle West Ham, bring Sturridge on towards the end, see if Sturridge could finish a game off maybe. I'm not too sure. That's my look at it. I don't think Bobby's got enough match fitness to be able to play the whole game. We know what he's like. He will want to try and play the whole game. Klopp spoke in the past, like, you've got to tell Bobby to calm down, like, to take a little bit of a rest, but Bobby will want to start this game, and I see where you're coming from. I think Sturridge has done enough to put his name on a team sheet with his performances, but at the same time, we don't want Sturridge to be thrown in this game and then he does get an injury because we're relying on him. Like, my views with Sturridge this year is we should be using him as and when we have to, bringing him on as a super sub, and trying to manage his availability. And I think Sturridge is all for that as well. I think he's got this in his head now. He's agreeing with Klopp, agreeing that this is a role that he's got to play. Who knows though? Sturridge could well start this game. You could be very right. Sturridge could start up top, and then it could be the other way around. Bobby could come on to finish the game off, and try and finish the game strongly. Sturridge could start this. Sturridge could be the one that got a goal or got 2 goals, and then Bobby could come on with his good work rate towards the end to help defensively. So it could be the other way around, Evan. So we don't know at the moment. We're just kind of guessing with it. So you've got a good valid point there, but at the same time, I feel like Bobby might start and give Sturridge the last half an hour. He's a clinical finisher, and I would just like to see it maybe the other way around for me. Try and go out, open the door early, get out the track fast, get the early goals with the fantastic free, because Sturridge is a quality finisher, but you see with Bobby, Mane and Salah that when them 3 are on the pitch together, they're just on a different level, aren't they? So I would like to see us start fast, rattle West Ham, and then see the game out. You know, is my look at the first game of the season. Beaten 3-1 is what I'm going with. I would like to see Alisson with a clean sheet, of course, but we just don't know at the moment, do we? How they will play, whether we've got our best back line there. We don't know whether Phillips is starting. So Hero says it's a bit soon to start Sturridge in a competitive match. When was the last time he started a game? Would he be able to do 90? I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think Klopp is going to be looking to give Daniel Sturridge 90 minutes at all this season. I think he spoke very much about managing him, so I don't see that being the case, especially. I think Bobby definitely plays in this game. It's just whether he starts or whether Sturridge does, doesn't it? So a fit Sturridge can get us 15-20 goals, says Aaron Lennon. For definite, Aaron. For definite he can. I said my target for him in the video that I did on the channel, my target for Sturridge this year, if he scored 10 goals this year, I'd be happy. 10 plus goals. Spot on. He's done enough for me. Then it would help the team if he got a few assists with that. Brilliant. You know, I think that's more than what I think Solanke would do for us this year, throughout a year. That's no disrespect to Solanke. I think he's got a good future ahead of him. I just think Solanke is still young. That's my overall look. CP says Phillips will be good. I think Phillips has had a brilliant pre-season. I think he's held his own so far, albeit that it is pre-season. I think if he is thrown in the deep end in this, I think he will hold his own in the game. I'm not expecting, a top performance because the pressure will be on him. A big game, first game of the season, the pressure will be there. But hopefully if he does have to start, hopefully he does us proud. So I will support him if he's on the pitch for definite. Klopp compared us to Rocky Balboa, says on the bench, LFC. Yeah, I absolutely love that. He says, we're Rocky, we're not Drago, or whatever his name is, wasn't it? But yes. Dave Mitch says, on the bench, LFC is a legend, and Man City is Ivan Drago. Yeah. Sturridge is key to pulling down the other trophies, says CB. For definite, guys, for definite. Jeffrey says, Sturridge will never do 90 minutes, especially when the chemistry between Firmino, Salah and Mane is so efficient. Yes. Junior says Trent could definitely start though. Barely got any minutes with England, and Klein is solid anyway. Yeah, for sure. I think, like I said, I've gone with Klein at right back because I was looking at maybe the experience situation if Phillips starts. But I think Trent is a quality right back, and I think he will have another great season for us, and he will get more and more experience. He will definitely be more experienced this season than what he was last because of last season. So, yeah, I'm looking very much at Trent. Could well start this game. I think he's young. I think he will have the fitness levels in there. But the reason I went with Klein is just because I thought, look, if Phillips starts, Klopp might look at Klein and go, bit more experience there. Trent gives us more going forwards at right back, I think personally. But when it comes to defending, Klein is a solid defender as well. So are we going to be looking at maybe more attacking down the left with Robbo, and maybe keeping Klein a little bit more tucked back, whereas Trent likes to get forward a lot, doesn't he? So I'm not too sure about what we will do tactically if Phillips starts. Will we want to keep Klein or Trent tucked in a little bit? We don't know at the moment, do we? Bobby says, you'll never walk alone, Daz. Give me a fist pump, Bobby. Are you ready, my friend? Fist pump to you, buddy. You'll never walk alone to you as well. Thank you for joining me today. Jeffrey says, I wouldn't sleep on West Ham. They have legit players and an experienced manager. Only thing is, they haven't had time to mesh as a team yet, which plays to our advantage. That's my look at it, Jeffrey, for definite. I said, obviously, Pellegrini's a great manager. They've got fantastic players. I think they will be a good, solid team this year. I think they will take points from some of the top teams as well in the league. So I don't underestimate them, and I wouldn't take them lightly. But first game of the season, rattle them, get at them. They haven't had time to gel too much. let's take them in the first game. I think we've got an advantage for definite playing them as at the first game of the season. You know, I think so. I think that's what I'm looking at in this game. Liverpool should be better than West Ham anyway. That's no disrespect to them. I think they are going to be a quality team and a quality unit, but Liverpool Football Club are a fantastic team and a fantastic squad as well. So, yeah, just don't take them lightly, and I don't think Liverpool will, and I don't think Klopp will. Anything can happen in football. It doesn't matter whether you're the best team in the world, the worst team in the world, whatever. Football's football, isn't it? But if Liverpool go at them early, press them hard, try and get a couple of early goals, and then West Ham feel they've got to come out to try and get a point at least from this game, we can get a few goals in this game for sure, and then just stay defensively tight. I mean, Klopp was speaking, I can't remember where I saw it, but Klopp spoke about, you know, sometimes the situation for Liverpool is when we press high up, we do well. When we press a little bit deeper, maybe halfway up the pitch, then, you know, we do all right. But then sometimes when we sit too deep, like deeper, when we try and defend deep, we have a few situations. So he said that's kind of like the next step for us, is to learn to play more defensively as a team sometimes, because we've messed up sometimes doing that. You know, we've conceded goals. We spoke about it on this channel. We don't like it when Liverpool defend too deep sometimes, because we concede goals when we do that. So, you know, it's good to see that Klopp has identified this, and Liverpool are identifying that in some games when we're 2 goals up, it would be good to see Liverpool shut up shop, not park the bus, but see out a game better. And Liverpool can't defend too deep because we're not great at it. So if Liverpool have been working on that this pre-season and in training, we get better at that, I'm sure we'll see these games that we dropped silly points and ended up with a draw. Hopefully we start to see more 3 points, and that's where Klopp spoke about this consistency throughout a league, throughout the season, and that will help us bridge that gap between us and Man City. So yeah, you know, Rocky taking on Drago. Sean says, look at Leicester, no one expected that. We can achieve great things. You never know, maybe treble incoming. With that little face, you'll never walk alone. Sean, you know, no one did expect Leicester to do what they did. Football is an amazing sport. That's why we all love it. Everyone expects City to do what they did last year or similar, because they've got a fantastic squad. They've only strengthened, and they was brilliant. So yeah, for definite. But at the same time, you know, City could fall off the face of the planet this year. Not that they will, but no, nothing says that they won't just have a wobbly 5 minutes in the league this year, and other teams could be taking more points off them this year. And if City do mess up now this year, or they do go for a spell where they start to mess up and they're too confident because of what they did last year, then Liverpool need to be ready to, you know, to do what we have to do. I think instead of concentrating on City this year, there's been a lot of talk, and I've done it myself, and we've all done it on this channel. We're talking about, we've got to compete with City. You know, it's about trying to compete with City for the league. I think what Liverpool need to do, Klopp, the players, and us as fans, we need to concentrate on our game. We need to concentrate on, if Liverpool just go, right, West Ham, first game of the year, 3 points. Next game of the season, 3 points. Next game, 3 points. We've heard the players say it a lot. We concentrate on this game. We concentrate on this game. We don't think too far ahead. We need to think about the next game that we got every time. And we need to work hard in training. We need to make sure we get the 3 points. If we do that, and we just concentrate on our game, then hopefully other teams can take points from City and whoever else that we're competing with. And who knows, if Liverpool have a fantastic season and City don't do as well, and other teams do take points from the top teams, then Liverpool have got a chance of winning the Premier League. We have got a chance. That's football. Anyone's got a chance of winning. If you perform well and you do well as a team, then why can't you win the Premier League? And we've got a squad, and we've got the quality and players to be able to do that. I just want to see us be more consistent and stop dropping silly points. Learn to, like I said, we can beat anyone in the league. We can beat anyone in the world on our day. But we've got to learn to manage games. If Liverpool can do that, then fantastic. I think we're well on our way to being able to win things. Sean says, just found your channel. I'm a Scouser and I like watching things like this. Keep up the good work. You'll never will clone. Thank you so much, Sean. I'm really happy that you've managed to find my channel. And good to see that you like watching things like this as well. So you'll never will clone to you, Sean. And I really look forward to seeing your views on Liverpool in the future. Like I say, from now on, guys, the new thing on this channel is LFC Your View. Because you guys that have been subscribed on the channel for time know that my channel's very much about getting your views out there as much as mine, interacting with the live chat, talking to you guys about what's going on with Liverpool. So yeah, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy interacting with who's on the camera and other Liverpool supporters all around the world, then you're in the right place. Hit the subscribe button, guys, and get involved in the live chat. Like, we've got a really friendly bunch on here and they're all good. Everyone's good. I really enjoy talking to everyone every day. What if we drop to win Europa League, says Gurmit. If that happens, it happens, doesn't it, mate? I guess. Suraj says, let's pray for the league and keep our hopes reasonable, guys. Treble being thrown around here a lot. Let's not put too much pressure on us getting trophies right now. Enjoy the football. Suraj, I think you've got to enjoy the football, haven't you? I think you've got to enjoy the ride. I want us to win silverware. I don't like this. Other managers, other pundits and that saying with what Liverpool have spent, there's an expectation that we've got to win. I expect as a Liverpool supporter to be challenging for silverware all the time. As a Liverpool fan, I want to be winning things. I think that Liverpool, if you look at our history and you look at the players that we've got in our team, you look at the manager we got, I think, why shouldn't we be winning things? We got to the Champions League final last year. Why shouldn't we be expecting to have another great run in the Champions League? And I don't even care about who we've signed. I expected with the run that we had last year before we signed players in the transfer window, I expected, okay, we didn't win it, but I expect to go again next year and I expect to try and win it. That was my look at it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I see that the players may feel this pressure because of maybe what people are saying on it, but there should be a pressure on players that sign for Liverpool to try and win things because you're a Liverpool football player. You play for Liverpool Football Club. It's a massive club. You've got fans all around the world. They know, it's not a free ride, is it? When you play for Liverpool, you're wearing that shirt. You've got the badge on your chest. You need to perform. You need to try and win things. We've seen players come sign for Liverpool and then they leave because they want to win things. They want to win silverware and they go, oh, when they left the club, they go, I wanted to win things, so I've signed for this club. Okay, but you didn't perform consistently for us. You didn't help us win things. And then you've gone to a club that will win things easy in another league. Okay, you need to consistently perform when you're at Liverpool Football Club because it's about the whole team consistently performing to win silverware. That's what we want to see. That's the expectations of the Liverpool supporters. You're at Liverpool Football Club. You need to perform. So, the pressure should be there for the players anyway. You've got your big move to a big team because we are a big club. Do it. Do it. Go and win. It's not about who we sign. It's not about how much money we spend. You play for Liverpool Football Club. The pressure is there. That is what I expect every season, is for us to be competing. Guys, that's the bottom line for me. I hate it when I see pundits say that, oh yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the Liverpool team now and Jurgen Klopp to win things this year because of how much they spent. There's a lot of pressure on them every year because we're Liverpool Football Club. Am I right, guys? Am I right, Black Lightning says low-key taking shots at Coutinho. Not just Coutinho, do you know what I mean? But loads of players. I've seen so many players come and leave this club, and then when they sign for other clubs, you hear them turn around and say, I've signed for this club because I want to be winning trophies. I want to be winning silverwares. And it's like they're taking shots at Liverpool. And I think, yeah, but you was part of the team at Liverpool that didn't win things. All right, you're a fantastic player. Coutinho, for instance, fantastic player. Yes, for many of seasons at Liverpool, we saw that we didn't maybe go into transfer market and spend and help improve the team and stuff. But when you've got these fantastic players, I saw Coutinho have terrible games. I saw Suarez have bad games. I saw Torres have bad games. I see so many good players have bad games. And when they leave the club and say, yeah, I want to win things, so I've left Liverpool. If you wanted to win things, then you all had to pull together at the club and you need to work hard to try and win things. I don't like it when players jump from one team to another and go to easier leagues and sign for teams that definitely win things. I like now that we're signing players that want to be at Liverpool and they want to help us win things. That's the expectation that we're seeing now. And that should always be there, Hello, Daz. Can I get a fist pump? Says Oisk. Yep. Boom. There you go, Oisk. Thank you for joining me, everyone, as always. But I didn't see Salah have bad games, says Monis. Salah had bad games, Monis. You know, and that's no disrespect to him. Salah did have games where he didn't perform to his best. Everyone will have bad games, but Salah hasn't left Liverpool, has he? And then turned around and said, I wanted to win things, so I've left or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, it's not a dig at the Liverpool players that are at the club at the moment, but I don't want to dig at players, but I just mean when you see pundits say there's a massive expectation for Liverpool Football Club this season to win things because of how much money they've spent in a transfer window. No, I've got the expectations for Liverpool to win things because we're Liverpool Football Club, not because of how much money we spent in a transfer window. We have to spend money on these players to bring them in because other top clubs in the Premier League, they spend the money as well. And to try and win things like the Premier League title, you know, if you want to be competing with City and Chelsea, they spend ridiculous money every year. Man United, they spend money as well, ridiculously. I mean, these managers will stump. You know, they got the balls to sit there and say, "Oh, look at what Jurgen Klopp's spending now." But look at how much money you've spent in the past. You know what I mean? We have to now start spending that money because we're trying to keep up with you guys. We haven't done that until now, but the expectation's there for Liverpool fans every year to try and be competing to win silverware. It's a given. If you're a Liverpool supporter, you want to win things. Cameron says, hi, Daz, just joined. What's going on, mate? Not much, Cameron. Thank you for joining me today. Just, you know, it's a match build-up show. Liverpool versus West Ham. You can see on the screen my score prediction is 3-1. I just went on a bit of a waffle, bit of a rant about, you know, the expectations for Liverpool this season. I expect us to win silverware, not because of what we've spent, but because we're Liverpool Football Club. We expect to win things. But yeah, obviously kickoff is 1:30 on Sunday at Anfield. I've gone through score predictions. I wanted to get on score predictions. Jay Devi has gone with a predictor 3-0 for Liverpool. Salah, Mane and Sturridge off the bench to score. Thank you so much, Jay. You know, Benjamin's gone with a 5-1 Liverpool versus West Ham. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Thomas says, funny how the Manchester teams spend stupid money every year and the first time we do it, Liverpool must win the league or they failed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, my friend. You're spot on there. Liam says, if your lineup is correct, Daz, who do you think will be captain of the match? Virgil van Dijk, yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be the big Verge, for me anyway, I would say so. Mike says it's not about the money, it's about how we adapt with those players, strengthen the squad and push to win things as a team, and how we all pull together and show people what we are really like. You'll never walk like Mike. 100%, mate, 100%. Bad says Liverpool 5-0 against West Ham. Thank you for your prediction, Bad. Hendo now has competition with Fabinho for the number 6 role. Lalu, definitely. Henderson may play a little bit more of a different role as well this year. He may play a bit of a box-to-box. We shall see how Klopp uses him. Shafiq says clean sheet for Alisson. Yeah, it would be good to see a clean sheet for Alisson. I said it would be fantastic for his confidence if he got a clean sheet. I just don't want to... It's first game of the season. We don't know whether Phillips will start this one because we don't know about Gomez, whether he's available. Lovren definitely isn't available. Klopp in his press conference said he's not available, so he won't be there. Clavan doesn't look like he's going to be available either, so Phillips could well start this. So I said, you know, I've gone with a 1 goal for West Ham. I don't want to take West Ham lightly. They've got good players. They've got a great manager. I think first game of the season, it's all over the place. We don't know how they're going to play. They don't know how we're going to play. 3-1 to Liverpool is my prediction. I think Liverpool have got goals in them for definite. We know that with our front three. We know that, how good we can be. We've seen in pre-season, even if the other team's got momentum against us, Liverpool still score goals. So, yeah, I think West Ham are going to pack the midfield out a little bit, is what I said. They won't want to fully come at Liverpool because first game in a year, they are not going to want to get wiped off the pitch by Liverpool or 4 or 5-0. They won't want that. So they're going to try and, you know, compact their squad, their team, not let us run riot, but you know, I think we can rattle them. A couple of early goals would be nice to see in the first half. Let them come out a little bit to try and get a point from the game, and then we finish them off. Would be lovely. Junior says he's still our captain. How some people don't expect him to start most games is mad. I think you're talking about Henson there. So we got Joseph says 4-1, but have you seen how difficult it is to pick any of our midfield roles? Joseph, definitely. It's going to be a headache for anyone to try and pick how Liverpool set up this year, for sure. Jay says, my only worry is Arnautovic getting a 1v1 against Phillips/Gomez. Yes, a lot of people are highlighting that. Arnautovic is a good player. He's scoring as well in pre-season for them, so he looks dangerous. We know he's capable as well. Pepper Red says, love Lovren, hate Lovren, love Lovren. Roller coaster with Lovren, hasn't it? It has been a roller coaster for him. His performances and the fans with Lovren, it's been inconsistent, hasn't it? But if he carries on the way he's been going recently, the progression's been there, he's been more consistent, and now he's talking about being one of the best defenders in the world. He's got to back that up, hasn't he? So I hope that he has a fantastic year for us. I really do. It'd be great to see him consistently be one of the best defenders in the world next to Virgil. That'd be amazing. Gomez says, Daz, West Ham have Yarmolenko and Philip Anderson. They are two bad versions of Mane and Salah. They are very quality players, mate. I expect to see a really good game for them. That's why I went with them scoring goals, and I expect to see good things from West Ham this season. I really do. I never thought I'd say this, but I miss Lovren. Yeah. You know, I think Lovren has done really great. Michael Fleming says, can I stroke your beard? In person, Michael, I would let you stroke away if you wanted on the beard. On the beard. That sounded horrible, but yes, Michael. Connor says, can't wait to see Alisson's distribution, destroying the West Ham defence with balls going to Salah and Mane with ease. Yes, exactly, Connor, exactly. Tibok says, the first game usually is KG affair. I don't really think we'd destroy West Ham. I'd love it if we did, but I revised my scoreline to 2-1 LFC. Thank you very much, Tibok, for your prediction there, mate. Yes, it will be a cagey affair. Both teams are going to have nerves in them. Good job it's at Anfield, because that should make them more nervous than us. The new players are going to be nervous. Phillips, if he starts, will be very nervous because obviously it's a new game for him. Big occasion as well. So yeah, definitely. Milner and Hendo are the first names on our team sheet. Leadership, says Daniel. Lovren has been consistent this World Cup. Hope he keeps it up, says Benjamin. For sure, mate. For sure. For definite. Right, guys. I think I'm going to round it off there so it's not too long because it's a match build-up show. But thank you for your score predictions. Obviously, you see mine 3-1. My starting 11 is there, and I spoke a little bit about tactics. Obviously, with Keita playing a bit more of a deeper role. Robbo might try and overload down the left. Klein might, if Phillips starts, Klein or Trent might stay back a little bit on the right just to give a bit of cover. So Keita might drop in a bit deeper, but we know that Keita will get forwards as well. Shaqiri, if he starts, you know, I think he's done enough this pre-season to say, oi, Kloppo, over here, mate. You know, let me start for this one. And will Bobby start? Is he fit enough to start? I think he could do. But Sturridge has done enough as well to claim that. But I don't see Sturridge getting 90 minutes at all. So I'm saying that Bobby starts up top with Mane and Salah. My midfield free prediction, because Fabinho, yes, the scan was good, apparently Klopp said, but he did go home ill afterwards. So Fabinho might not make this game. He hasn't been fully ruled out, but we'll see. So I've gone with Shaqiri, Keita and Gini in midfield. Henson could end up being one of that midfield three as well. If Henson starts, I would say that Shaqiri might be the one that misses out on that. Gini's been fantastic recently, adding goals. Keita definitely starts. So let me know what you lot make of that. If you're watching it back on the replay, leave comments down below on everything we spoke about. Robbo, Virgil, Phillips, because Gomez, Clavan is, you know, we don't know. We think that they're probably not going to play. Gomez is more likely to be the one out of the defenders that will be available. But other than that, Lovren is definitely not available according to Klopp. Klein or Trent, we don't know who will start that one, but I went with Klein because of the experience. Could well be Trent though. And then we all know Alisson, Premier League debut. Be great to see him in between his sticks again. Klopp was asked what Alisson's got to do this year for Liverpool, and he said, just be yourself. He says he's a calm person. That's exactly what Liverpool need. So I think that's a great way to round this show off. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Like I say, if you was watching it back, let me know your views, score predictions, who will get man of the match, do you think, and who will score the goals. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. And this has been Liverpool v West Ham, match build up live, LFC, your view. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.